Hey everyone, it's me Sandra, and I am going to be sharing with you a process video for my product challenge with Maggie Milo, Lisa, who is Maggie Milo, and I'm just showing you here a picture of the products that not products, but some of the prep work that I'm going to be doing. And here's some paper that, I'm sorry, you're going to hear Gabby in the background. Yes.
I have my banky bun.
Yeah, just bring it over here, and I'll help you. So, sorry about that, but Gabby's here, so she's not going to let me do this by myself. But basically, I cut out a lot of the shapes that I'm going to be using already to create this kind of oversized banner on the bottom of my paper. And there I just used a doily from Studio Calico. I sprayed it with some Color Shine Gold Lame, and these are some of the papers that I showed you at the beginning of the video. The gold foil one is like a Anna Griffith one that we got in a Studio Calico kit. The solid gold one is a one that I picked up from Michael several months back, and then that chevron behind that is a Amy Tangerine one. And basically I cut the shapes, I cut out some squares and different things, and that glassine bag that I just put down is actually what our challenge is about. We challenged each other to use glassine bags in a layout, since we both do receive Studio Calico kits, and just from different places when you order things you tend to get a lot of the items, the smaller one, in glassine bags. So we both had quite a bit, so we agreed to do a product challenge with the glassine bags, and I wanted to use my bags in the banner. So I filled a couple of them, like that one I filled with the stars. This one right here I'm showing you I filled up with glitter, and I'm just going to end up tucking that behind the chevron banner there. And I also just used some punches to cut out glassine bags in shapes of like circles, some banner shapes, some other shapes, and you'll just see me adhering it to the banner as well. So that's where I used my glassine bags. And here I'm just trying to find out or figure out where to place my cuts that I made for the banner. Just trying to find the right places for them so everything can come together nicely, I hope. And I think I end up cutting that one into another banner shape. I was trying to use a square, but I didn't like the way it came out. And there we go. And then when I glue things down, I normally like to just use like a strip of ATG gun or what have you. So then it's easier to tuck things. And see there, I'm just showing you that I did punch out some stuff from glassine bags. And I'm going to be adding a lot of those, I believe, with the glossy accents right now. So there's one that I cut out, another, and then I just put some gold ink from American Crafts that I received in a rack. And then I'm going to start putting, there's some more, let's see, glassine bags. Did you want to change? Give me your outfit.
My thing?
Yeah, okay, go get it.
I can't find it.
I'll help you find it. Okay, and there we go. I'm just adding some more. Miss Gabby's in the room over here. She's dancing. Okay, and see, that was an arrow punch I cut out of a glassine bag, but I just tucked the arrow up under it so you couldn't see that it was an arrow. And there I try to add those bigger sequins, but I just can't seem to find a spot for it. So I went ahead and started using some of the triangle sequins that we got from Studio Calico, as well as I'm going to use a circle one, some star one, and they're all gold sequins that we have been receiving from Studio Calico lately. So let's see. There we go. And it's sticking to my fingers because now I have a glossy accent all over my fingers. So, and there I just stamped I love you to the moon and back, which came from another stamp Studio Calico kit that we got. And I wasn't sure where I was going to put it, and I think I end up tucking it right there. And I can still see what it says, and like I said, I stamped it on a glassine bag, so it does say I love you to the moon and back with some gold American Craft ink. And I'm still messing with that sequence, but I don't know where to put it, so I just keep throwing it to the side. And I ended up using it at the end. I did not in the video, but at the end, you might see it there in the still shots of the pictures that I took. I cut it in half, and I ended up tucking it away in two places. So there I'm just adding some stars, just kind of randomly, or trying to make them look random. So, and I added two there. Let's see. Okay, and then I'm going to start attaching this twine. This twine I had received from a rack back at Christmas time. It's like a cream twine with a gold thread, twisted within it. So it looks really cute. I like it. And I don't have that much left, but I'm glad I did have enough for this layout. And so I'm going to start attaching it with some glossy accents. And there I'm just trying to lay it down where it's not too tight, and it kind of looked like it just fell that way, but I keep fussing with it. It's kind of hard to put down twine even with glossy accents because your pieces don't dry pretty quickly, so whenever you pull on it, it keeps making it straight even though I want it to look loose. But oh well. And then I start going with the second one, and there we go, just overlapping it and things. So, and I'm liking the way it is turning out. So, and before I started this project, I did sprinkle the bottom half of my paper with some gold lame color shine, so it would have time to dry before I started laying everything on top of it. So, and the picture that I'm going to be scrapbooking is actually a picture of Gabby. And see, I finished my banner, so I'm going to start with my picture now. And it's a picture I took of Gabby while she was on Richard's iPhone watching, YouTube, watching one of those princess movies or something. And we had the light in the living room turned off, and I just loved the way the light was shining on her face. So I snapped a picture, and then I said, "Hey, Gabby," and she looked at me, and it was so cute. And so there I'm just using my smash paper cutter, which I like to use a lot when I'm doing layers because it doesn't come out super straight like when you use your paper trimmer. And so I've been using that a lot, and it hasn't dulled yet, and I've used it quite a bit. So anytime you see layers on my project, I use that smash paper cutter there. And I bring in another pattern paper from Cosmo Cricut. So I'm just going to start trimming that down, and I'm going to use the vellum, and then I think I do end up using a little strip of Anna Griffith. And see there, I'm using the American Craft Gold ink, and like I said, that did come in a rack from Tiffany Westbrook, so thank you, Tiffany, for sending that to me. It came in really handy with this layout, and it stamps really nice, so I do like it. Let's see, there we go. And then that paper is just a bit too long because I think I ended up cutting that transparency paper, not transparency, but the vellum paper a little bit too short, so I had to cut that one down a little bit more. And I'm going to start attaching it now. And there we go. So, and then I figured it needed one more piece of paper, so I'm going to cut that Anna Griffin paper up just a little strip and ink it as well. And I put the ink all around it so it could stand out a little bit more off of the white paper. And I ended up inking all of my banner pieces before I started the video as well. So you didn't have to kind of sit through me inking all those little pieces up. So, let's see. There we go. Just put one strip down. And when you do that, it just makes it so much easier to tuck stuff in behind your picture or whatever, and just layer things up. So there we go. I guess it's not necessarily one strip, but if you just kind of put it in the middle only. And then I'm inking that vellum up, and I try and ink up a lot of the vellum, but it's not sticking. And then I'm like, well, it's going to be covered up anyway, so I don't know why I'm doing that. And there we go, I lay it on top, and that stuck down now. And then when I flip it over right here and I try and put my ATG on there, it doesn't stick, I believe, because of that stamp, the ink I put on it. So I'm trying and messing with it and pulling it off and trying to get it to stick, but it just won't. So I go ahead and use my glossy accents to stick it down, which I love because you can use it on anything, so it seems. And there we go. I got a little ink on that picture. That's why I'm rubbing it down so hard so I can get that. And I didn't use that. That was just a piece of, what do you call that, ribbon that I sprayed some of the gold lame on, and I didn't like the way it looked. It came out, it's really stiff, so there we go. And I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put this, and I'm tucking it in there, and I'm just going to leave it there unattached just to kind of see if I like it. And this was my glassine bag I was going to use on top. I was thinking that my layout was going to be further down like my picture was and my banner was, so I thought I would have a bigger space up in the corner to attach that. So I'm trying to find a place to put it, and I even cut the bag down and tried to put it back in that corner because I was going to hand sew that on, but ended up not using it because it was just too big for that corner. So what I'm going to do is cut a little piece of a glassine bag, the bottom of it, put some sequins in there, and see if I can put that in the corner, which I like the way it's going to be. So see, I was going to thread it, or I was going to sew it down, but I couldn't find my needle and thread, so ended up not doing that. But I found that Project Life card. I believe it came in last month's kit, and it's got a gold deboss in there. So I went ahead and cut a little piece of that off, try and put it in the corner, but that's too big, so I'm going to cut a little bit more down and ink it up with my gold ink right there. And go ahead and put that in the corner. And then I'm going to add my little glassine bag right there with the, what do you call that? With the sequins in it. Excuse me. So there we go. I'm just attaching that. And then here I just open up the bag and get my glossy accents and put a couple of dots in there and put my sequins in there so it won't all go to one corner, that it can be a little bit spread out. Who's that picture of, Gabby?
Yeah.
Is that you? Yeah.
Mommy.
Yes.
Daddy broke my room.
Yeah. Oh, I'll fix it, okay? Yeah?
He broke it.
He threw what?
My room.
Your what?
My room.
Your room?
No, my room.
Okay, I'll go get it right now, okay? This is almost done. I'm just going to go ahead and start stamping some sentiments here in the corner, not in the corner, in the middle of the page by the picture. And it's going to say remember and hello there, and I believe noteworthy. I just stamped a few things with that gold ink as well. Oh, baby, my Gabby's sitting in my lap right now. She's such a cutie, aren't you?
And I end up with a door.
And she's a little girl, she says. So there we go. I'm just stamping that up. You like that picture Mommy made? Is that you? Look at that cute little face. Look at those eyes. So cute, huh? So there we go. Just still stamping.
Let me test it.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay,
hold on. Look, we're going to show everybody what we're doing. We're just stamping things on, and we are about done with it. I tried to add that gold star thing, but it is way too big to add, so I didn't. And I started looking for some stickers to add, which I found these, I think, okay, these Dear Lizzie ones, and I use a gold heart, and I place that up in the corner, and then I use one more little border sticker I found, a little scallop one. There we go. And I'm going to pull that off and use it behind a picture. Hold on, and I'll let you watch Gary's George. So there we go. I'm going to tuck it behind there. And I know my, I feel like my page needs a title. So I start to pull out some gold thickers and some of the Dear Lizzie gold and white and gold alphabets, those little ones. And there I'm just showing you some close-ups of, there's the banner, the sprinkles, the sequins, everything, and I kind of try and fluff it up a little bit. And I'm looking for thickers now or something for the title. And
I paint.
Yeah, just a second. And I just don't know what I want my title to say, because I wanted it to be something like beautiful eyes, or look at those eyes, or oh, how I love this face, or something. So I end up pulling thickers, and I don't do my title on here, but you'll see it in the pictures that I show at the end. See, there's the gold ones, and then I end up using those little tiny ones in like a wood veneer. So I just kind of do that off camera because I couldn't think of what I wanted to put. So it took me several minutes to figure it out. So there we go. There's the banner. A little close-up of that, and I love the way it came out. And there's my title. It says, Hello, Sweet Gabby, and I added that paper clip right there that came from a Studio Calico kit. And there's the top corner right there. Some more of the banner, and I ended up adding some of those white pearl kind of like enamel dots on there. And there we go. So anyways, I just want to say thanks to Lisa for another fun challenge. And if any of you guys want to join us in these challenges, just feel free to tag us in a picture or do a video response. We'd love to see if any of you can come up with some layouts or projects using your glassine bag. So thanks, Lisa, and I hope all of you guys have a great night. Thanks.
Now,
Can you say night-night?
night-night.